Hey y'all, so my name is Masai Johnson, aka Pretty Fresh Poems, and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing things a little different. Of course, I'm going to bring you some poetry, gotta have it in there, but I'm going to talk about my weight gain and my plan for weight loss. So I have been skinny my whole life. I always been thin, cutie with a booty, okay, thin. No more than, the heaviest I've ever been was like 155. And now I was like that for like maybe like 2 weeks or so. And then I like dropped that real quick. You know, life is stressful, so it keeps me stressed out and pretty thin. But I want to say the heaviest I've ever really consistently been is like 140, 145, right? At the beginning of 2020, I was probably like 135, you know, more towards like high school weight. A lot of stuff happened. I was very stressed out. There was a lot going on. I was skinny. Okay, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get thick, you know, I need to get my thickness back, boop, boop, boop. Okay, so let's fast forward to like June, right? Supposed to be on vacation. We won't talk about that, but by June, I had gained maybe, I would say like I was like 160, so probably like 35 pounds. 160 was looking real cute on me. You know, I had to buy some new shorts. Booty was getting juicy and plump and stuff, and feeling myself. By the time August of 2020 came around, I was a stern 180. I looked at that scale and was like, no, this is not me. That's not true. And I hopped up off the scale and I just really ignored it. I ignored it. And now we are in February of 2021 and I weigh 223 pounds. Okay, so now you've seen what I'm working with here. Oh my goodness. I'm about to get on this scale and it's a brand new scale. I'm nervous. I'm not here for it. But let's get it cracking so I don't know. Whew. All right, Jesus, here we go. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Oh, this scale say 1, 2, 3. Oh, I am 223 pounds. I thought I was 200 pounds. I'm 223. Let me get off this motherfucking scale. I am almost 100 pounds heavier than where I was this time last year. Like almost a whole 100. That's like a whole little person. It's like a second or third grader. I've gained on my person and I'm like, yo. Once the weight started sticking, it stuck. It stuck. And that shit hurt my feelings. I have to say, woo, I feel so fat. And that's not to make anybody else feel bad, but I have almost gained 100 pounds. I feel huge. If I could be frank, I feel like I have fucking exploded. I can't fit most of the things that I own. I had to like start buying new clothes. Like when I had to buy new drawers, new bras, I'm like, they were old anyway. But when I couldn't fit that shirt that I bought in August, in January, I was like, oh my God. And I looked down and I realized that little belly that was just a food belly was now here to stay. I woke up with that belly. I went to sleep with that belly last night. I was like, oh, this is real. And, you know, like, it's affecting, like, so much. Like, my shoulders have gotten so much broader. See this pimple right here? This pimple, like, refuses to die. I've been dealing with it for at least a week and a half, probably longer. It used to be fucking massive. So, yeah. Today is about telling my truth, which was hard to do. Okay? This is very hard to do. And getting it out there, knowing what it is. And tomorrow and every other day after this, it's going to be about getting to a comfortable place for me. Because I don't want to be as skinny as I was. I don't want to be that skinny. I was very stressed out, very hungry, okay? So I don't want to go back to that, but I want to be somewhere that's comfortable for me. And I am, for the first time in my entire life, uncomfortable in my skin because of my weight. That was one of the things that was always a consistent in my life was, I know I look good. I weigh this. I can fit that. Let me, you know, I might not be able to pull it up over because, you know, I always had me a booty. So I couldn't always pull it from the bottom up, but I could put it over my head, you know, squeeze it up over these little cute little titties and put it down and boop, we could fit it. You know, I've always been able to buy what I want and get what I want. And walking through Forever 21 for the first time and looking at something that was a small or a medium and thinking, God, there is no way I could fit that. Like, that's not even enough to fit around, like, this piece of my shoulder and arm. Like, this is something that I don't like. I don't like it at all. And I feel like I got to do something about it right now, or I will reach the point of no return. And I'll be like when I used to be skinny. I don't mind being like grown woman body thick, but I need to slim down. So I don't know who I'm talking to or who this helps, but I mean, this is how I feel. And instead of just panicking and starting to feel worse about myself, I'm like, fuck that. I bought the scale. I bought the mat. I bought the jump rope. Okay. I got leggings and exercise stuff. I got the space downstairs and I'm going to use it. I hate exercising, but we finna be best friends because like these blemishes on my face and this like neck and these shoulders that I've acquired, I don't want them. And this right here, this is the start of stubborn fat that won't leave. I have back fat, like serious back fat. Like I have a divot in the middle of my back. Like it has a little hump in it. And I can't believe this is me. So before it gets out of control even more, because clearly I am in the portion where adding on the pounds is easy now. It's stuck. But you know, I'm gonna put in the elbow grease, the sweat, the everything to get myself back to where I want to be. Comfortable for me. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. And I want to end this with a poem. Always got to have some poetry in here. And this poem is just, it's how I feel about stepping on that fucking scale, about the nervousness of stepping on that scale, and really everything I've already said. Like, it's saying it out loud. Even though I've already said it, it's hard to say again. Like, I weigh 223 pounds. So, rightfully so, this poem is entitled 223 pounds. Two what? That scale must be lying, but it's brand new, so I know it speaks the truth. Plus, I seen the back fat. The way I walk and a whole section of my thighs don't move, I free falling right out of my groove, out of my skinny way of life. Strife. The gut punch I feel, cause the number I guessed in my head is now real, plus some. Logic in my eyes knew the truth, but my heart was holding out. That's why I said I went 180 at the DMV. I couldn't have a number in the 200s on my license for anyone to see. The skinny girl in me is dying. Hell, she got one foot in the grave. Feeling so far gone, but I know I can be saved from entering the point of no return. I threw my self-control in the trash, and now I have to build it back up again and make sure it lasts.